Good morning. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm Veronica Corbin. I'm the social worker here at the Family Service Agency, and it is a nonprofit organization. I'll explain a little bit more about that later on. I read your file here as well as the registration form you filled out when you came in, and I see that your name is Veronica Clark. Is that correct, or do you prefer another name?
Veronica's fine. Yeah.
Okay, great, Veronica. Well, I also saw that you wrote down about your husband has recently left you, and you're concerned about how you're going to, maintain yourself and your son financially on a tight budget. Is that correct? Could you help me understand the situation a little better, maybe?
Yeah, it's hard to talk about, but he left me, and we are separated. Not my choice, but that's another story for another day. Anyway, I am here because I'm so stressed out because financially I don't know what to do, because he has a really good job and he brought in all of the money, and I have not had a job since we've been married. I mean, I'm not lazy, but I am now having to look for a job, and I've been looking and I haven't been able to find anything. So basically that, and just stress because of having to do this all on my own.
I can understand how that would be very stressful for you. This is probably also a frustrating time for you as well, and I can understand that. Here, my role at the agency is to work directly with families and, someone maybe in need or in a situation, like yourself, and we do all that we can to provide you some way of relief on that. And I actually want to start, you had talked about your husband leaving, and we do have a marriage counselor here at the agency, and, she is outside, and I can introduce you to her later on and get her to tell you a little bit more about that group, because she is in charge of that, and if that is of interest to you, that would definitely be something that I would recommend. And as far as the job situation, was there a certain job that you had in mind, or you were just kind of looking in general?
No, I was just looking in general and applying to a lot of places, but I haven't heard back from any of them yet.
Okay, well, we can, I can give you there's some websites, they have, it's updated regularly, and it lets you know of jobs that are in the area, and it has the job description there, and it, provides the skills that you might need. And if there's a skill that you may be unsure about, but a job that you like, there is another agency, and it is also nonprofit as well, and they provide job training workshops, and they do like different workshops each night. So you would be meeting probably about once a week, and they could help you become more proficient in a certain skill, so you may be able to get that job that you're interested in. And here at the agency, we found it best, in past experiences, if our clients are very open and honest with us. It makes for a very healthy professional relationship. And earlier when you were telling me about your husband and your situation, I was really, just astonished by that, because you were just so open and truthful with me, and we really like to see that, because we can better serve you if you're open with us, and you are. I do want to express some of the confidentiality that we have here, because I know that it can be confusing, so I wanted to go over that. Everything that we say here is going to be confidential, and I'm not going to go out and, tell anybody what we have said or anything that's on your files or anything to that matter. But there is an exception, that the only time I would have to share your information is if it is mandated by the court, or if the court subpoenas your records, and also if you threaten to harm yourself or others, or if there's any signs or anything that would abuse or anything to that matter. Is that kind of clear, or?
No, that's clear, thank you.
Okay, and afterwards there will also be, the secretary will give you a form, and it asks if, I went over the terms of confidentiality and, what, when confidentiality would need to be, broken for those matters, and if you understand, they'll just ask you to sign. So if you have any questions about that later, I would be glad to help you with that, but I know that we have covered a lot today, and it is a lot of information to take in, and I will get you some of the information about the marriage counseling, and our counselors, like I said, I can introduce you to her, and the job training, I can also get you information about that, and we can go over that a little bit more in depth when we schedule our next appointment. Is there anything that, do you have any questions or comments, or anything that may be unclear?
Well, as far as the marriage counseling, I know that you said is a nonprofit organization, but did you also say that is a nonprofit organization? So, like, for actual counseling, I wouldn't have to pay anything out of my pocket no matter what?
Oh, yes. The nonprofit organization means that we are ran on grants and donations from the community and other organizations, and you will not have to pay anything out of your pocket for the marriage counseling or our meeting here today, because this is we're ran on grants, and we don't want to take money from our clients that are struggling financially. So I will have to get you the information about the job skills training and those workshops. I believe that is a nonprofit organization as well, so I don't think any of that will have to come out of your pocket, so you should be good there.
All right. I have one more question.
Yes.
As far as the marriage counseling goes, do most people bring in their husbands, or is it usually just the women or a single parent?
We do provide it both ways, where you could come in or, your husband, but it is best, we have found it to be most effective if your husband comes in as well. And I know that it may not happen, you may not be able to get him in here next week, but we can try to work on that. And, if your husband comes in, that would definitely be a good way to get started.
All right, great.
Do you have any more questions, or?
No, I thank you.
Okay,
Explain
great.
everything.
Thanks for being here today. Good to meet you,
so much.
Veronica.
You too.